owner of the Bonds Barbershop brands, Mike Taylor Education, the Great British Barbering Academy, and author of the Mike Taylor Education resource book. Been a barber for nearly 30 years and I love it. Been teaching barbering for 15 years. So I've been around the circuit for a long time. And I absolutely love barbering, I love the trade, I love educating. So I really hope you enjoy this theory lesson and get what you need out of it. But if you don't, I'm the sort of guy I'm always happy to help. So drop me an email at info@miketayloreducation.com if there's any questions you need answered or anything you need to ask me at all. Anyway, enjoy the lesson.
Shampooing, conditioning and treating the hair and scalp. It is of the utmost importance to follow health and safety throughout every service. Ensure that you maintain good personal presentation. Maintain a clean and hygienic working area. With shampooing, you'd be looking to make sure that the basin is clean and tidy, there's no hair clogging the drain, and there's no water spillages on the floor. Clean and sterilise your tools and equipment appropriately. Minimise hazards and risks where possible. Use appropriate PPE. And follow health and safety legislations. Environmental sustainability. In today's world, it's really important that we're being as environmentally friendly as possible. There are many ways in a barbershop that we can help to become more environmentally friendly, including reducing and managing our waste, reducing energy usage, reducing water usage, using recycled eco-friendly furniture, using organic and allergy-free hair products, and using environmentally friendly product packaging. To fully understand the shampooing service, it is important that you understand the structure of the hair. The cuticle, this is the outer layer of the hair and is made up to 12 layers of scales. These scales overlap similar to fish scales or roof tiles. The cortex, this is the middle and largest layer of the hair. This is where the physical and chemical change happens, such as blow drying, colouring and perming. And the medulla. This is the central section of the hair and plays no relevant part in hairdressing or barbering. When trying to picture the hair structure, you can compare it to similar to a pencil, where the cuticle layer is the paint on the outside of the pencil. The cortex is the wooden section of the pencil, and the medulla is the lead that goes through the centre. And that's a really good way of visualising it to help you remember. Most men will not have their hair shampooed. Some occasions where men do have their hair washed includes to remove excess product. If they've got a build-up of hair product, they may need to have their hair shampooed to help you carry out your service. Some men like it to help them relax, and also to remove loose hair cuttings after you've cut the hair. This is especially helpful if your client's going to go back to work after they've had their hair cut. If they've come in on a lunch break, it's a good extra service to offer to help them feel more comfortable when they go back to work for the afternoon. The purpose of shampooing. The main effects of shampoo on the hair and scalp are to cleanse the hair and scalp, to remove product buildup, to balance the pH value of the hair, and to improve hair and scalp conditions such as oily hair and scalp and dandruff. The main purpose of conditioning is to smooth the cuticle, improve the appearance and give the hair softness and shine, balance the pH value of the hair, restore moisture to the hair, improve the handling and combing of the hair, and improve the internal strength of the hair. How shampoos work. Water on its own cannot dissolve dirt and grease. Shampoo and water work together in a process called emulsion. Shampoos contain cleansing agents called surfactants. How shampoo and water act together. This is a pictogram to try and help you understand how the shampooing process works. The brown line is the hair shaft, and the yellow is the oil that is sitting on top of individual strand of hair. The surfactants that are included in shampoos have a head end, which is the blue end, and a tail end, which is the orange end. The head end attracts to water and the tail end attracts to oil. When you shampoo, the lathering process creates a push and pull effect on the hair. When the shampoo is rinsed, the oil sticks to the surfactants and rinses out with the shampoo. And then the hair is clean with no oil on the strand.
Let me explain how shampoo works. So here we have a glass of water. With the water, what I want to do is put some oil into the water. So I'm going to put some droplets of oil in the water. And as you can see, the oil just floats there on the surface. I'm going to stir the oil as you would if you're shampooing with your rotary. And as you can see, the oil just sits there on top of the water. But what I'll do now is I'll add some shampoo to the water. With the shampoo added, now we're stirring it up as you would do with your rotary technique. The shampoo emulsifies and takes care of the oil, and as you can see, no more oil on the top.
The effects of water and temperature on the hair and scalp. Water temperature. It's really important to ensure that the water temperature is right for the client, so it's always best to ask them if the temperature's okay at the beginning. And some clients will be able to handle hotter water, and some clients may prefer the water to be slightly cooler. Just remember that hot water may burn the scalp, so ensure that it doesn't start being too hot. But cold water may not clean the hair and scalp effectively, so it is important to get that water temperature correct, but that's right for the client. The force of flow of the water. If the water is too weak, the product will not be removed sufficiently. However, if the force of flow is too strong, it may cause discomfort to the client and splash the client in the face. Build-up of products. A build-up of hair products occurs when products are not removed properly during shampooing. This can have the following effect on the hair and scalp. The hair may look dull, it may feel greasy and sticky. The scalp may look dull and feel dirty. It may feel itchy for the client and may be sticky to touch. It is important to remove products prior to carrying out other services to ensure that other services aren't hindered. During cutting, it may be difficult to see the natural growth patterns, difficult to comb and section, and it may have an impact on your tools and equipment. With styling, it may be difficult to see the natural growth patterns, difficult to brush, and hair may lay flatter than what you would like it to. And for chemical services, chemicals would be unable to enter the cortex of the hair because of the barrier created by products. Detangling hair from points to roots. When detangling hair, it's always good to use a wide-toothed comb. Use small sections, and whilst holding the hair in one hand to prevent it pulling at the scalp, comb the tangles starting at the ends of the hair and working your way up to the roots. This is especially important with longer hair. The pH scale. The pH scale is a measurement of how acidic or alkaline a substance is. pH 0 to 6.9 is acidic, 7 is neutral, and 7.1 to 14 is alkaline. Human hair has a pH level of between 4.5 and 5.5. The hair's natural acidity prevents fungi and bacteria from growing on the hair and scalp, and it also helps to keep our cuticles closed. Products used on the hair can disrupt the natural pH balance. It is important to, where possible, use products with a pH level 7 or below. Products above a pH level 7 will strip away the natural acidic sebum. Water and alkaline products will cause the cuticle scales to open. This results in frizzy, dull, brittle hair that is prone to breakage and tangling. Acidic products harden the outer layer of the hair and flatten the cuticles. This will result in the hair becoming shinier and less prone to tangling. Different types of shampoos and conditioners. There are many different types of shampoos and conditioners that help to treat different hair and scalp conditions. It is important that you know how to analyse the hair and scalp and carry out a thorough consultation to help you determine the best choice of shampoo and conditioner. If the wrong shampoo or conditioner is chosen, the condition may be made worse. For example, if your client suffers with greasy hair and you pop on a moisturising shampoo, you may make that condition worse. These are the core types of shampoos available. Shampoo for normal hair. These will have a pH of between 4.5 and 5.5, the same as hair and skin, and these help to cleanse the hair and scalp. Shampoo for dry hair and scalp. These contain ingredients to add moisture and stimulate sebum production. These will usually be oil-based. Shampoo for greasy hair and scalp. Contain ingredients to remove excess oils and regulate the sebum production. Shampoo for product buildup. These contain ingredients to remove product buildup, residual impurities and environmental pollutants. And shampoo for dandruff-affected scalp. Usually medicated to help treat dandruff. Contain ingredients to release dry, scaling skin and soothe itchiness and discomfort. Types of conditioner. There are 3 main types of conditioner. A surface conditioner treats the surface of the hair and doesn't enter the cortex. They smooth the cuticle, which adds shine and makes hair more manageable. These are your day-to-day conditioners. A penetrating conditioner enters the cortex and repairs the hair by temporarily replacing the bonds that have been damaged by physical or chemical treatments, such as colouring or perming. And a scalp treatment. These can relieve dryness, oiliness or chronic skin conditions. How heat affects the hair. The application of heat opens up the cuticle so the hair is better able to absorb any products or treatments. When applying a penetrating conditioner, without heat, the cuticles won't be fully open and be able to have the full benefit of the product. Manufacturers often recommend the use of an accelerator or steamer to aid the conditioning process. An accelerator gives off heat from infrared bulbs, whereas a steamer provides steam. Both pieces of equipment help the conditioning process by opening the cuticle to allow the conditioner to get underneath it and, in the case of penetrating conditioners, to get inside the hair. If your barbershop doesn't have an accelerator or steamer, you can use a hot towel from a hot towel machine and place it over the hair and take it off before it gets cold. If you leave it to get cold, it will have an adverse effect and therefore help to close the cuticle at the end, so you need to take it off while the cuticle is still open to allow the penetrating conditioner to get inside. Repeating the shampooing process. The main purpose of shampooing is to cleanse the hair and scalp. Although most of the time shampooing the hair once or twice is sufficient, there are some occasions where you may need to repeat the process further. The main reasons for this are if your client has a build-up of product on their hair, or if the hair is overly dirty or greasy. Massage movements. Effleurage. This is a smoothing, stroking movement using the palms of your hands. It is usually used at the beginning and end of a massage and is also used to link massage movements. It can be used to spread shampoo and conditioner over the hair, and the pressure can vary according to the stage of massage. This movement is used during shampooing and conditioning. Petrissage. This is a slow, circular, deep, kneading massage movement, which can be used when conditioning or applying scalp treatments. It is a stimulating movement which should be applied with light yet firm pressure, used during conditioning only. Rotary. This is a firm, circular massage movement used when shampooing to stimulate the scalp. It is done by moving fingertips in circular movements, and this is used during shampooing only. And friction. This is a vigorous, quicker massage movement used when shampooing to help to stimulate the scalp. It is done by moving the fingers from both hands in opposite directions and is used during shampooing only. So, during shampooing, you would use effleurage to apply your product and then rotary and friction. For conditioning, you would use effleurage to apply your product and then petrissage. A step-by-step guide to shampooing. Prior to washing your client's hair, make sure that you carry out a full and thorough consultation. You will need to identify your client's hair and scalp type. This will enable you to choose the correct shampoo and conditioner for each individual client. Gown up your client using a gown and towel across their back and shoulders to protect their clothing. Make sure that your client is positioned correctly. This will ensure One, that your client is comfortable. It is really important when your client is getting their hair shampooed that they are sat comfortably in the basin. But it will also ensure that they have a watertight seal around their neck to make sure that no water will seep down their back. Always check the water temperature before and throughout. This should be done on the inside of the wrist. Check the water flow. If it's too strong, water may splash on your client's face. And thoroughly wet the hair. Apply shampoo to your hands and spread over the hair using effleurage technique. Use rotary technique to help remove dirt and grease from the hair. Then move on to friction technique to stimulate the scalp. Now rinse out the shampoo. Apply a second shampoo and repeat the techniques above and rinse. Use a third shampoo if necessary. Ensure that you remove excess water before applying conditioner. Excess water will prevent the conditioner from penetrating the hair shaft. Apply a small amount of conditioner to your hands and apply to the hair using the effleurage technique. Use petrissage to give a relaxing head massage. And now rinse. A quick rinse with cold water will help to close the cuticles and add shine.